Well, good morning and rise and shine, and welcome to Live at 6:05. I am Dr. Amy Nussbaum. Welcome to this Tuesday morning as we shift gears a little bit. And I just want to ask you, have you ever felt like you were made for more? I know that's something I say often, that you are made for more, but have you ever felt like that, but you're not exactly sure what more is, or what does that even mean in your life? Or do you have talents and passions that just light you up and just get you so excited, but you wonder if it really even matters? Does anybody even really care? Is there anything you can really do with that in life? Or have you ever looked at someone else and thought, man, they're so gifted? And then look at yourself and you're like, what am I even good at? Where's my gift? Did I get skipped over when gifts and talents were handed out? If any of that resonates with you today, this one is for you. Because here's the truth. God did not skip you over when he handed out strengths, when he handed out gifts and talents and passions. You did not get skipped. Trust me. He wired you on purpose. You are here for a reason with a purpose, and you have gifts that are meant to serve others and also to bring him glory. So, what happens when you don't recognize your strengths? Recognizing your strengths will bring you clarity, and it helps you to understand really what lights you up. If you can, identify, what am I good at? What are my strengths? What are the things I enjoy? And it helps you identify how you are uniquely positioned to make a difference in other people's lives and in this world. When you use those strengths, you begin to serve with joy and energy instead of burnout, because you're doing things that just empty your cup. You stop striving to be like everyone else and start thriving in your own lane. And you feel aligned with your purpose because you're doing what you were meant to do, what you are meant to do. First Peter 4:10 tells us that each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Your gifts aren't just for you. You aren't gifted just so that you can enjoy them. They are entrusted to you to bless the world around you. Other people need your gifts. Other people need your talents. So, what happens when you don't use your strength? Honestly, you start to feel stuck, or maybe even restless, or like something is missing in your life. You may undervalue yourself, or worse yet, you begin to compare your gifts to those around you and believe that you aren't enough, that you don't matter in life. And you start to drift from thing to thing instead of living intentionally because you know your strengths, your purpose, and you are living in that. And honestly, you begin to miss opportunities to encourage other people, to lift other people up, to serve other people, to make that impact in other people's lives, simply because you're holding back and not doing what you are meant to do. Unrecognized strengths often lead to unfulfilled purpose. So, what if you started serving in your strengths? Imagine this. And this is something that I often do with a lot of my clients. Once we identify what strengths are, what passions are, we start to create vision and people start stepping into those gifts. You start um, you stop minimizing what comes naturally to you. Instead of saying, oh, it's just something I do on the side, or, oh, it's just something that, it comes so easy to me, it really doesn't matter. But you start seeing God's strategy in those gifts. You start to volunteer or speak up or step out in ways that really energize you and fill your cup, but also uplift and serve other people. People around you begin to experience the overflow of your obedience, and they start to be impacted and encouraged and filled up because of what you are doing and in your obedience. you realize that what once felt ordinary about you is actually very extraordinary in God's hands. Because here's the thing, most of us, our gifts don't seem like that big of a deal because it comes so easy to us. But other people are like, oh my goodness, that is so amazing. So once we start to uncover those things and start getting you operating in those things, it's like, oh my goodness, look at the huge impact you can have in your family, in your friends, at work, your community, just the world in general. You don't have to be good at everything. You just need to be faithful with your thing, whatever your thing is. Because here's the thing, you need to act now with this. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. We don't need another copy of so and so at work. It needs you. It needs you fully alive in your gifts and in your strengths and in your talents. And there's someone right now who needs exactly what you carry, exactly what you have to offer to the world. So don't wait until you feel more qualified or more ready or the time is right somehow. You are already equipped with something valuable that God is just waiting to bloom out of you if you are willing to be obedient. So, if you've been doubting your strengths or you just aren't sure how to use them, ask God to reveal them. Take one small step to use what you've been given to bless someone else. Here's the thing though, drop the word strengths in the comment or send me a message if you're ready to start serving from your gifts and living in purpose, living on purpose. You are gifted, you are called, and you are needed. So let's get together, let's put our heads together, and let's get you moving in that direction together. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. But until then, remember, you are made for more. So go light up this world with your purpose and with your passions.